Have you ever whispered to yourself, "Why me, God? Why this pain? Why does life feel so unfair?" Broken relationships, lost jobs, loneliness, failure. You're fighting silent battles no one else sees. And deep down you wonder, will things ever get better for me? This story might be the answer. Watch till the end. There was a sick little sparrow living alone in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Sparrow was weak. Her feathers had fallen out on that American sand. Sparrow noticed. Sparrow couldn't fly. Sparrow had no home, no food, no water, just suffering. Every night Sparrow would lie on the hot sand by a lonely highway, looking up at the dark sky, wondering, "God, why are you keeping me alive?" One morning, a sparrow struggled to move under the burning sun. A white dove flew above her with the last bit of strength she had. Sparrow called out, "Brother, please stop." Dove gently landed beside her and asked, "Sister, why are you so sad?" Sparrow looked up, barely able to speak. "Where are you going?" "To heaven over Arizona," Dove replied. Sparrow's tired eyes lit up for the first time in years. She slowly folded her wings and whispered, "Please, when you reach there, ask God about me. Ask God. When will this pain end? When will my life change?" Dove nodded. "I promise," Dove said. And then Dove flew into the sky. When he reached heaven, Dove met Angel. He explained Sparrow's suffering and asked, "When will her hard life finally get better?" Angel opened the book of life and said, "God has written 10 more years of pain for her." Dove's heart dropped. Sparrow won't make it another 10 days. "Isn't there anything that can help Sparrow?" Angel paused, then said, "Tell her this. In every situation, good or bad, say, 'Thank you, God, for everything.' That is her real test." Dove returned and told Sparrow the message. Sparrow didn't understand at first. Thank God for what? But Sparrow made a promise to herself. No matter what happens, Sparrow would say it every single time. The next day, when Sparrow collapsed from heat, she whispered, "Thank you, God, for everything." When her throat burned with thirst, Sparrow whispered, "Thank you, God, for everything." When the nights were cold and painful, Sparrow still said it, and then something began to change. Sparrow's feathers started to grow back, stronger than before. Sparrow's pain started to fade. Clouds gathered above the Mojave. Rain poured down. The dry desert turned green like a prairie after spring storms. A small pond formed nearby. Sparrow drank, bathed, and she smiled. Sparrow was flying again. Sparrow was living again. 10 days later, Dove returned and saw Sparrow dancing in the sky. The lifeless desert had become a small paradise. Shocked, Dove flew back to heaven and asked Angel, "How is this possible? You said she would suffer for 10 more years." Angel smiled and said, "Yes, but gratitude changes everything." When Sparrow thanked God during her pain, she passed her test. Her 10 years of suffering were reduced to 10 days. Most of us wait for life to get better before we feel grateful. We say, "I'll be thankful when I'm happy, when things go right." But that's not how it works. Gratitude isn't something you feel after the storm. It's what gets you through it. The truth is, when life gets hard, we often ask, "Why me?" We complain when things don't go our way. We carry the weight of anger, stress, and sadness. But what we don't realize is gratitude has the power to change everything. When you say thank you, God, for everything, not just in good times, but in pain, in confusion, in heartbreak, you shift your energy, you shift your future. Complaining makes life heavier. Gratitude makes it lighter. So, from today on, make yourself one promise. No matter what life throws at me, I will thank God with all my heart. Because sometimes just one small change in your mindset can transform your entire life. Share this with someone who needs a little hope. If you're ready to grow, heal, and rise, subscribe for